Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's John from The Final Third, and in this video we're going to be assembling a Sculpfun S9 laser engraver. So we've just had it delivered from Amazon in that box. We've got all the little parts and our instructions there, which I'm going to have a quick look through to familiarise myself with the parts. But it does look pretty straightforward. It's all numbered. All the actual screws are in little packets with itemised 1, 2, 3 and 4, and same with the actual bars and also the actual engraver itself. So it's all pretty straightforward, but obviously I'm going to lay them all out so I can familiarise myself with all the pieces. Okay, so we've done the unboxing and I've laid all the bits out where they're going to go. That's it, like that, with the screws. Now all the screws are numbered in the packets for each piece as you're going along. So I've just laid them out pretty much how they're going to go, which is like that. So it's only 4 pieces, 2 sides, 2 ends, and obviously the bit that slides up and down, which we've got here. Now you need to put the piece on here, which is just 2 screws, goes on the back there, and that will just hold those 2 in there, so it just screws in. The rest of it comes together, and then you get the blue pipe, which I've just connected to it. It just goes to this piece on the end here and then runs round. You get some cable ties and clips and little blue velcros to go around it and hold it all in place. So I've just made that up, put it to the side, and on this piece it just comes with the little brackets. You get 4 brackets, or you'll get 3, 2 on this end, 1 on this end, and then on here you'll get the actual controller, which is this piece here. So that goes on this corner here. First of all, we're going to build up this end with the brackets. We'll get those 3 sides on, the end piece on these 2 sides with the screws, and then we'll slide the piece on, and then we'll attach that one. Now you've got 2 here with the actual ruler on it with the markings. So there's one on the left coming down and one on the bottom, but obviously you'll put that on once you've got the actual the rollers and connected. And you get these little black cords. These go on the rollers underneath them, so I've attached them on one end, not on both ends. So obviously we've got to slide that through, so they're just on there. There's a couple of little screws that go in for them, and as I say, they are all numbered, so you can just follow along with the instructions. And there's also a manufacturer's video as well, but I'm just going to show you it from my point of view of setting it up. So you've got these brackets here, and you get little rubber slips with them as well, so you can put those on. That's just to stop it sliding around or scratching your table, so you can just peel those off and put them on the ends there, and they go like that. So we're going to screw it all together and see how it looks. Now it does come with a little Allen key, but I'm using my own one. These ones here, these are ones that I use for bike repairs, but it's got all the different sizes. I think there's only about 2 that you'll need, or even 1 actually, so I'll use these. Put them together. I'll have to come around the side here to get this one on. Now it's a little bit tricky because you've got to hold it up when you're screwing them in. So this one will slide through the side, and you've got the screw just poking through just to go into there. And it's threaded on this side, so it'll just go straight in there. Just going to tighten that up a little bit just to hold it. But they're different sizes, these ones, but if you look at the instructions it will show you which ones go where. And they just screw in, so it's quite easy. You've got a very small one there, that one will go in this end, but because you've got a screw going across that way, you only want a small screw, so it's going to come into it. So if you put them in the wrong place, you'll realise when you try and put the longer one in there, it won't actually fit. So the small one goes in. It's a little bit fiddly, it has to be said. I'm just going to do them hand tight for now. I can get them all in. I'll start on this one as well. So we've got one side on now. Use that to get it in place. Right, so we've got three sides on now. We've got little black things. We'll pull those out of the way for now. And we'll feed this section on. Careful not to drop it, because that's where all the electronics are. It just slides up. And you can put this on afterwards, but I'll just put it on while I edit on the deck. Just slide that up a little bit, put it out of the way. But this is the correct way, and also again with the ruler on there, that wants to be facing up, not down or to the side. So we need to get this up on its edge again. We'll take that long screw that goes through the two of them, get that in position, hold it. Try and get it a little bit in by hand. They do line up fairly well. Obviously there's a little bit of playing around with them. I'm just going to do these ones up loose for now so I can get that piece on the end there. This one's the awkward one, it's a bit hard to hold it and to see it. Use our long one. It's easy to put the long one in first on these ends, and that way it'll hold it in place. Push that straight through. Get it in with your finger if you can, and just tighten it on. And that's it. We've got them all in place. A little bit loose, but they're all in there. So we'll tighten them all up. Go around to one side. Like I say, you do get a screwdriver with it, but I prefer to use these. Get to use the tools you're used to, I'll find. And like I say, these little rubbers here you can put on afterwards. In fact, in the instructions it shows that, but I've just put it on for now. Just do this side up. Now these little screws on here are fiddly, but the ones that go on here are even more fiddly. So you want to make sure you've got them in a little workbench where you can, if you drop them, they're not going to disappear. I'll just show you one of them here. They're very small. And that's just going to go on top of these and hold these in place, this rubber band. There's one already fixed on there. I just tried it out earlier. I'm going to put that one on. There's 4 in total. But make sure you don't lose them. And like I say, with the actual controller, there's 3 little cables that go in. They're pretty self-explanatory. They can only go in one place, so you've got 2 that go in there. It's got the Y-axis and the X-axis. They can only go one way. And then on top, doesn't say, but it only can go one way. It only fits to go one way. And then you get these little ties on it just to hold it in place. You get 2 of these little black ones, which I've screwed on earlier. This was already fitted on here. I didn't have to touch any of this, which was already on it. And likewise with this was already mounted on there. The only thing I had to do was these 2 screws at the bottom, which attaches it to it. So you can raise it up, and it just goes finger tight, so they're quite easy to do. Okay, so I'm going to put it all in it. It does operate really smoothly, I have to say. It's pretty good. I'm going to bring it right the way down to me now here and put these little rubbers through, because there's a technique in feeding these through. If you can see that very well. And then you've got to get it up and over that spigot and down the other side. So it's a little bit fiddly. In fact, it's very fiddly, to be honest with you. I did try it earlier. And that's the serrated edge there goes down, it faces down, because it will come up and over. See if I can turn that on its side and have a look at it. See it better from here. So you've got to get something to get underneath it. I'm going to use a little Allen key if I can get underneath. So you've got three of the black little rollers, one underneath and two on the side, so you've got to get it up underneath one of them, up over the spigot and down the other side. A bit like putting a chain on your bike. But it is a little bit fiddly. Put the other screw on this one now and hold this in place so it doesn't push it or pull it out. It just goes in like that. When you press on it, the little washer on there should turn around and hold it in place as you tighten it. You want to have a little bit of overhang on them. Not too much, but just enough. Either side. Now if you've got some tweezers, which I have here, that might be more helpful getting these through. It is very, very tricky. A bit of pinch nose pliers might do it. Feed it up. It goes down and underneath the roller again. Grab it and pull it tight. And that's it. So you need to feed that through the other end then. There's a little slot cut out there, so you put it tight with the one hand while you're fixing this next bracket on. Like I say, they are pretty fiddly. So you hold it with one hand, screw it down with the other. That should lock that in place then. Which it has. So it's got a nice tension on it. Obviously not too tight, but just tight enough. A bit through this side as well. It is very tricky. Make sure that's in there. Then you've got to come up, over. Turn it on its side, you may be able to see. You come up the back there. Put that along, and then we go back under. So you're coming over this cord, and that's going to line up with those. Bit fiddly, it has to be said, but hopefully you've only got to do it once. Using pliers again. Pull it tight. And there's a little slot cut out there. Again, that could be pretty fiddly, but that's it, it's got it through. Then just put it through your finger. Like that, so you've got the tension on it. Same as that side. Grooves, side to side, and you've got one of those again. That's turned in, I can see it turn. That's it, just tight enough. And there you have it. Here, then obviously you comes with your connection, your on and off switch you've got here. On this piece here, so you can plug all that into your laptop or your USB. Got a little on and off switch there. I've not plugged it in yet, but that all comes with it. And like I say, this tube is just a no airflow. I think you may have to connect another part for that, but it comes with it. Whether it's going to be used or not, I don't know. I haven't tried it out yet. I've just built it. As you can see, it slides up nice and easy from side to side. I think you can feed that blue pipe around so it's got a little bit of an S bend in it, and that way it will move up and down nice and smooth, which it does. So there you have it. That's the little laser printer. I'll leave a link in the description below if you wanted to buy one or have a look at some similar items. And as always, thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.